Hello, everybody that's coming on. I'm going right into it because I'm rolling them back to back. I hope you guys have been having a marvelous and miraculous day. I hope that y'all are enjoying the series of the twin flame journey and understanding it through a spiritual aspect, a biblical aspect, and most definitely getting a great understanding of what a twin flame is. So, without further ado, divine feminine and divine masculine in the twin flame journey. Within twin flame teachings, the term divine feminine and divine masculine do not primarily refer to biological gender. What did you say, divine? It does not refer to biological gender. A man can embody divine feminine energy. This has everything to do with energy. We reside with energy without a shadow of doubt. So a man can have a divine feminine energy, and a woman can embody divine masculine energy. These terms describe two compatible or capillaries of energy. Principles believed to exist within every person. It's called balance, y'all. Many spiritual traditions describe these polarities as yin and yang, receiving and giving, intuition and logic, being and doing, heart and mind, creation and manifestation. These energies are the polarities of this. The twin flame journey is often described as the process through which these energies become balanced both individually and within the connection. Understanding the divine feminine. The divine feminine represents intuition, reciprocity, compassion, nurturing, creativity, emotional depth, spiritual awareness, inner wisdom, surrender, and faith. The divine feminine is often described as the heart of the connection. Healthy divine feminine traits look like this. When healed and balanced, the divine feminine trusts in divine timing, loves without control, creates healthy boundaries, uses intuition wisely, nurtures without rescuing, receives love openly, lives authentically. Examples of this: a balanced divine feminine may say, I love you deeply, but I also respect myself enough to walk away from unhealthy behavior. This is unconditional love combined with self-respect. A wounded divine feminine energy most twin flame teachings state that before healing occurs, the divine feminine often carries deep wounds. These may include abandonment wounds, fear of being left, being forgotten, being replaced, being rejected. This can originate from childhood trauma, parental neglect, broken relationships, betrayal experiences. It manifests consistently a reassurance you're seeking, overthinking text and communication, fear of separation, and emotional dependency. Overgiving. The wounded divine feminine may believe this. If I love harder, they'll stay. This leads to self-sacrifice, burnt out, people pleasing, and losing and loss of identity. Attachments, addiction. This connection becomes obsessed, fixation, emotional dependency, rather than growth, healing, and spiritual evolution. Now let's understand the divine masculine energy. The divine masculine represents leadership, logic, protection, structure, action, direction, courage, stabilization, and manifestation. The divine masculine is often described as the builder of the connection. Healthy divine masculine traits, when balanced, takes responsibility and accountability. Communication is honest, protection without control, acts with integrity, leads through an example, provides stability, makes conscious decisions. An example, I recognize my fears, but I will face them rather than run from them. The wounded divine masculine energy. Before healing, many twin flames teachers describe the divine masculine as carrying deep wounds around vulnerability, trust, self-worth, and emotional expression. So they fear vulnerability. The wounded masculine often fears being hurt, being controlled, losing freedom, emotional exploitation, or exposure. They may appear detached, avoidant, emotionally unavailable. Suppressed emotions may learn, they learn early. They don't cry. Be strong. Handle it yourself. As a result of this, feelings become buried, emotions become hidden, pain become masked. Control issues. The wounded masculine often attempts to manage fear through control, avoidance, distance, workaholism. Isn't it such thing? Yup. And escapism. While they target each other. Twin flame teaching suggests that the connection acts as a mirror. The divine feminine triggers the masculine fears of intimacy, fear of vulnerability, fear of emotional exposure. The divine masculine triggers the feminine's abandonment wounds, rejection wounds, self-worth wounds. Never or nearly is, neither is causing the wound. They are exposing what is already or has been existent already in their lives. The chaser and runner dynamic. In many twin flame narratives, the divine feminine initially becomes the chaser. I was the chaser, y'all. I was the chaser. Running after something that ain't want me. The divine masculine initially becomes the runner. I'm a run because I want what I want. I'm a run because I want what I want. Okay. The chaser. As I described yesterday, the chaser seeks answers, want communication, pursues reconciliation, searches for understanding. Deep fear with this. Why aren't you choosing me? Heck yeah, that's what I thought. Should I choose myself? God dang it. The runner pulls away, withdraws, avoids confrontation, escape emotional intensity. Deep fears. What am I losing? Why am I losing myself? Okay, so you think. What is actually happening, spiritual speaking? The divine feminine is learning. Self-love, I got it. Trust, I got it. Detachment, I got it. Surrender, and that's a most definitely, I got it. The divine masculine is learning vulnerability, accountability, emotional maturity, and authenticness. The separation phase. The separation phase is often considered the most difficult stage. Everything hidden in surface, the divine feminine may experience grief, anxiety, obsession, emotional purging. The divine masculine may experience confusion, suppression, distractions, emotional numbness. Yet both are undergoing a transformation. That's what it's about, y'all. Divine feminine awakening. Divine feminine is awakened during healing of childhood wounds, releasing codependency, discovering purpose, strengthen intuition, developing spiritual discernment. A major shift occurs when the divine feminine realizes my happiness does not depend on this person. Heck yeah! You know I got it. This is often described as a turning point. The hoo-yah! What? Oh my God! I can't love it enough. The divine masculine awakens, eventually confronting avoidance patterns, emotional walls, fear of intimacy, unhealed trauma. The realization becomes running isn't solving anything. The masculine starts seeking internal answers rather than external distractions. The surrender phase. Surrender is often misunderstood. It does not mean giving up. I gave up that though. Stop love. Become passive. It means releasing attachments to outcomes. The feminine begins to say, I trust what is meant for me. The masculine begins to say, I trust myself enough to face the truth. Sacred union within. A central teaching in many twin flame framework is that external union follows internal union. It does not necessarily mean that. Long as you united within self, you got it. You got the journey. You do not have to reunite with that twin, especially if it was destruction. If it did damage to your mind, body, soul, spirit, heart, I don't care. You do not have to put yourself back in jeopardy because that is your other side of your blueprint. What? You got it all within yourself now because you healed everything that was broken. You got to the root. Now allow God to send you your soulmate, your high level soulmate. Stop depending on the one that really didn't want you. Because if he really wanted the journey, he would have picked it up and ran with it. Vice versa. Whatever energy relies in you that's on this twin flame, do what you need to do to make sure you are healed and living and moving and breathing in mission. Because that is the main focus of the journey. The divine feminine develops healthy masculine qualities. What? We merge. When union take place, you merge your feminine energy and your masculine energy. You have them both. All of us have them both that lies resident within us. Only why twin flames are external in some, because it's a mission that needs to take place. But there's a time. God works off of time. And when that time collapses, what? Move on. Allow God to do what he's going to do and make sure that you're on board because he's not going to keep you alone because most missions is duo. So you're not going to be by yourself. But you got to accept the journey. So the divine masculine develops healthy feminine qualities, compassion, vulnerability, and emotional awareness. Both become whole. The ultimate purpose of divine feminine and divine masculine. The ultimate purpose for divine feminine and divine masculine. At the deepest level, the purpose is not simply romantic reunion. Most of us were in the romantic reunions. Shoot, I ain't going back. The purpose is to transform. Yes! And that I did. The divine feminine teaches. Did you hear what I said? The divine feminine teaches. This is where you understand your purpose. Love, faith, intuition, and compassion. The divine masculine is supposed to teach strength, structure, leadership, and action. These are teachable missions, without a doubt. But as you see, I'm doing both, and I'm okay with it. I picked up this journey and I ran with it. Whether it was the divine feminine part or the divine masculine part, I had to secure the mission, and that I did. Together, they represent balance, a biblical perspective on divine masculine and divine feminine from Christian point of view. Some people interpret these energies not as separate divines beings, but as aspects of how God created humanity. No matter how you slice it, no matter how you dice it, no matter what religion you in, it's there. It's there. An example, masculine qualities, leadership, protection, responsibility, courage. Feminine qualities, nurturing, compassion, wisdom, discernment. In this perspective, spiritual maturity involves developing godly character rather than pursuing an energetic union. The focus is on growing in love, wisdom, humility, and obedience to God. The highest expression of both energies. When fully healed, divine feminine loves without attachments, gives without losing herself, intuition but discerning, intuitive but discerning, compassion yet strong, opens yet has boundaries. Divine masculine, strong yet gentle, protected yet respectful, leading yet humble, powerful yet compassion, independence yet emotionally available. The deepest lesson of the twin flame journey is often described as this. The divine feminine learns that she is already whole. That I do. The divine masculine learns that vulnerability is strength. Both learn that real union begins within before it can be expressed externally. What in that great, y'all? Man, they gave me some fire in my skin. Do you hear me? But I'm telling you, I'm getting ready to come back on for the next session. So I'm saying, this is divine due diligence. Signing off saying, what? Peace, love, and namaste. I'll see you next one, the next one.